Coming up next, boys high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
And we want to welcome in and say a big hello and thank you to Club TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20 on Spectrum Cable. You can see it on 1025. We're pleased that Joe Bach is using our audio for the ball game tonight. And again, he's got Club TV 20, means they've got extra cameras, and you'll be able to see that later on. This ball game on Spectrum Cable 1025, Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20. Again, pleased that they're using our audio tonight. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. Like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook, win great prizes. And check out that YouTube station, Lorain Schools TV 20. Joe Bach's got a lot of stuff on there that tells you all about what's going on with the Lorain City Schools. WLCS TV 20, Spectrum Cable 1025 in the city of Lorain. Berea-Midpark being introduced to the crowd here, and again, a good-sized crowd here tonight at Lorain High School as the fans are for Lorain, their final time to check out the Lorain Titans at home this year. Win or lose, this is their final game at Lorain High School. After tonight, if they move on, they'll play at neutral sites. I want to thank Brad Hamilton back at Studio Control, spinning the dials for us tonight, doing a great job back there. We want to remind you that the stats at halftime that we're going to have are brought to you by School Employees Lorain County Credit Union. Appreciate all of their efforts in being with us. Of course, the post-game show all throughout the tournaments brought to you by EcoTree Services. So now the Lorain High Titans are being introduced in front of the crowd, and in tournament play, they're going to introduce the assistant coaches, the bench, everybody. So it'll be a couple of minutes here. We were scheduled to tip at 7. Obviously, we're running a little bit behind, but again, sometimes with the tournament play, they take a little extra time and introduce everybody that is associated with the program. Titans have I keep saying that, they're both Titans. The Lorain Titans, they've got the white jerseys tonight, white jerseys, white shorts. They are trimmed in blue. For the Berea-Midpark Titans, they're the road team tonight. Orange jerseys, orange shorts, and they've got blue numerals with white trim. They break the huddle and they come out onto the floor. And it was kind of interesting, Berea-Midpark in its 6th year of existence as they combined Berea-Midpark, or I should say Berea High School with Midpark High School, and the way they came up with that color scheme, they took the orange from Midpark and the blue from Berea and came up with that color scheme of the blue and orange and changed the nickname. It was the Berea Braves and the Midpark Meteors, changed that to the Berea-Midpark Titans. Now the starting 5 for Lorain being introduced. Deontay Benajan being introduced. He shakes hands with head coach Duke Barther of Berea-Midpark. Jordan Jackson, 6'5" junior. Again, Lorain at 81 points a game. They're giving them 61 on defense. For Berea-Midpark, they're scoring 56 points a game on offense. Didn't have their defensive numbers, but you can tell the change or the difference in style right there with the offensive production. Berea-Midpark got here by defeating Midview on Wednesday, 66-55 of that ball game. Josh Finkovich led them with 20. Dwayne Holland had 16. Leon Levesque with 10. And it was off the bench Jordan Kupak with 9 points. And we're just about set for basketball now from Lorain High School. And about 7 minutes after we were scheduled to tip it off, we're finally ready to get underway. Jumping center for Berea-Midpark will be Dwayne Holland, the 6'2" junior, and he'll be joined out here by the Titans momentarily, and it's usually Tavon Pierre-Lewis who jumps for the Lorain Titans. Titans break the huddle, clap the hands, crowd joins them. quite a show that the Lorain Titans put forth here, and it's a love affair between this team and the crowd and vice versa, no doubt about it. Ball in the air, and the tip is controlled by Berea-Midpark. Austin Mills runs it down in the backcourt, and we're underway from Lorain High School. Austin Mills across the timeline. He'll hand it off on the right side to Leon Levesque. Man-to-man defense for Lorain. Cam Davis on for Levesque. Bounce pass inside. Got it to Mills. Mills lost control. They battle for it on the floor. Mills had it. Gets it back outside to Dwayne Holland. Holland kicks it out to Levesque. Can't get off a three. Finds Austin Mills. He'll take it and make it. That's Josh Finkovich. Josh Finkovich with the first points of the ball game. And Berea-Midpark leads 3-0. Tavon Pierre-Lewis, right elbow, spins into the lane, puts it up off the glass and in. Tavon Pierre-Lewis averages 18 a game, and he is really playing well of late in the second half of the season. And it's 3-2 Berea-Midpark. Pressure in the backcourt, and knocking it away, getting the steal is Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He'll lay it up and in. Lorain leads 4-3. That's what Lorain is so good at, is causing turnovers and causing you to speed up your game. Finkovich throws it away, throws it ahead off of Jordan Jackson of Lorain and out of bounds. It'll be Berea-Midpark basketball. Inbounding for the Titans will be Omar Siggers. Siggers gets it up top to Austin Mills. Mills guarded by Jordan Jackson. One dribble, hands it off to Levesque. He's guarded by Cam Davis. 6:48 to go first quarter. Lorain up 4-3. Levesque, 10-footer, glass rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Austin Mills in the paint. Gets rid of it to Dwayne Holland. Tavon Pierre-Lewis is there defensively. Dwayne Holland went right at him, put it up and in. Berea-Midpark 5, Lorain 4, 90 seconds into the ball game. Tavon Pierre-Lewis, right-hand dribble into the forecourt, cross-court. Now they get the basketball to Deontay Benajan. Benajan at the foul line, whips it inside to Jordan Jackson. Jackson puts it up, no good. Jackson fought for the rebound, but Leon Levesque comes out of there with it for Berea-Midpark. Gets around Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He's going to go to the basket, lay it up, no good. Rebound, Austin Mills. Mills back inside, put it up, yes, and a foul. So Austin Mills with an offensive rebound, put it up in, and he's fouled. Foul on Cam Davis will be his first, team's first. And Austin Mills, 48% free throw tosser on the year at the stripe. Berea-Midpark as a team, just 58%. That one is off the back of the rim, no good. Tavon Pierre-Lewis clears. 7-4, Berea-Midpark, 2 minutes into the ball game. Jordan Jackson, right side, Cam Davis against this 3-2 zone. Deontay Benajan got it inside Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He'll throw it back out to Benajan. Benajan by the edge of the center circle. Duke Barther giving instructions defensively in the corner. Cam Davis gets it outside. Now Devon Grant, he gets his first touch, takes a three and hit it. Devon Grant, his first points of the game on his first touch. We're tied at 7 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Coming into with the basketball, it's going to be out of bounds to Lorain. 5:26 to go in the first quarter. Tied at 7. So Devon Grant will get the basketball. Grant into the forecourt. Grant with it. Grant goes left wing to Benajan. Benajan top of the circle, Cam Davis. Davis gets it out to Benajan. Benajan right-hand dribble. Now he's in between the circles. Benajan right wing to Tavon Pierre-Lewis at the right elbow. Back outside to Benajan. Fakes the three, dribbles in, puts it up, off the glass and rim, no. Rebound comes down to Levesque for Berea-Midpark. Ahead to Omar Siggers. We're tied at 7. 4:53 to go first quarter. Siggers, pass for Holland off his hand and out of bounds. They throw it away. With the basketball, Tavon Pierre-Lewis with it. Goes cross-court for Devon Grant. Grant puts up a three. It's off the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down in the backcourt. They get it ahead to Austin Mills. Mills to Levesque. Levesque into the forecourt. Levesque is going to be fouled. Checking in for the Berea-Midpark Titans, Alex Kavak, a 6'6 sophomore. So Kavak will come into the ball game for substitution. You're going to inbound to Austin Mills. Mills with it. Mills back out to Omar Siggers. 4:20 to go first quarter. We're tied at 7. Siggers had a tap from behind by Devon Grant. Tavon Pierre-Lewis with the steal. Tavon Pierre-Lewis will get a blocking foul against Leon Levesque as he went to the basket. For Levesque, his first, team's first. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have the stats. They're going to be brought to you by School Employees Lorain County Credit Union, your credit union. If you live, work, worship, or go to school in Lorain County, you can be part of School Employees Lorain County Credit Union. They pass it up top to Grant in the corner. They're going to lob it. It gets knocked away, and running it down, Jordan Jackson. Wide open three, takes it and makes it. Jordan Jackson with his 23rd three of the year. And Lorraine leads 10-7. They're on a 6-0 run. We're halfway through quarter number 1. Levesque in the backcourt beats the press, gets it into the forecourt, drives to the basket, put it up, no, and a foul on Jordan Jackson. Jackson's first, team second. So we're going to get a couple of free throws here for Leon Levesque. He's a 55% free throw shooter, 6-foot senior, 11.2 a game. And the lefty will look for his first points of the night. Spins it up there and off the rim, and it went in. Nice shooter's roll for Levesque. Aaron Whitehead checks in for Lorraine. He'll replace Deontay Benajan. Berea-Midpark all gets back defensively. They don't even have anybody in the lane for the offensive rebound. Levesque misses, and the Titans of Berea-Midpark concede that rebound. They want to go back and set up their defense. Interesting. 3-2 zone, they're active. They move all around. Devon Grant, long three, off the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Josh Finkovich for Berea-Midpark. He'll get it ahead, breaking the press. Finkovich, left side three, got it. Finkovich's second three of the ball game, 49 on the year, and Berea-Midpark leads 11-10. Grant quickly into the forecourt. Grant gets it there in Whitehead. 3:20 to go first quarter. Berea-Midpark up 11-10. Whitehead with the basketball. Whitehead in between the circles. Whitehead looking, goes left side to Cam Davis. Davis baseline left. Jordan Jackson with the basketball. Jackson cross court. Whitehead gets it out to Grant. Long three off the rim, no good. Rebound Tavon Pierre-Lewis inside. Tavon lost it. Loose on the floor. Omar Siggers gets out of there with it with Berea-Midpark, and he's fouled by Cam Davis. So Cam Davis with a foul. That'll be his second, team's third. And Davis will come out of there. Coming into the ball game, Aiden Brown. Interesting start. 2:55 to go first quarter. Berea-Midpark up 11-10. The question is, can Berea-Midpark do this for 4 quarters? They've won 9 of their last 11. They're 14-9 on the year. They are an improved ball club. Sometimes the press doesn't take effect in the first quarter that Lorraine throws at you, but after 4 quarters, at some point, it pays dividends for Lorraine. We'll see. Levesque with the basketball. Left side, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Kavak. Kavak put it up and in. Alex Kavak, the 6'6 sophomore, his first points off the bench. And the Berea-Midpark fans cheer as their team leads 13-10. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Left side, Jordan Jackson for three in the tie, and he made it. Jordan Jackson, his second long one of the game, and we're tied at 13. Finkovich in the backcourt gets to Omar Siggers. He is guarded by Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He'll get it past Pierre-Lewis into the forecourt. Siggers, bounce pass into Kavak, guarded by Aiden Brown. Kavak spins in the lane, puts it up over Brown, no good. Jordan Jackson got the rebound. Jackson pushes. Jackson, top of the key. Jackson on the drive, lost it, went off the foot of Siggers. He dives for it, got it to Kavak. Kavak with a long pass for Dwayne Holland. Holland put it up, and it's stripped out of bounds by Aaron Whitehead. It'll be Berea-Midpark basketball. Whitehead, a nice job defensively knocking that out of bounds. And with 1:39 to go in the quarter, we're tied at 13. Siggers to inbound for Berea-Midpark. Got it to Finkovich. Finkovich had 20 in the first round to win over Midview on Wednesday. Right side, Levesque. Levesque with the basketball. Levesque drives in. Levesque put it up around the rim and in. Leon Levesque with three. 15-13, Berea-Midpark. Minute 20 to go first quarter. Each team with players to put in at the next stoppage. Jordan Jackson, right side, Aaron Whitehead. Right back to Jackson. Jackson to Tavon Pierre-Lewis, dumps it inside Aiden Brown. Back outside, baseline three, Devon. Got it! Devon Grant with his second long one of the quarter. He's made 83 threes on the year, and Lorraine leads 16-15 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Dwayne Holland double teamed to the backcourt. Holland trying to get rid of it. Bounce pass ahead to Siggers. They beat the press. Siggers on the run. Siggers drives over Brown, put it up, no good. Rebound Kavak. He was fouled by Devon Grant. Grant with a foul, his first, team's fifth. And it'll be Alex Kavak at the line, 57% on the season. 6'6" sophomore, 8.3 a game, 6 rebounds per game off the bench. 2 points tonight. The big guy line right, put it up, around the rim and in. Boy, he line drives it up there. And we're tied at 16. Deontay Benajan back in for Jordan Jackson for Lorain. And for Berea-Midpark, it'll be Jordan Kupak into the ball game. Second free throw up, no good. Rebound, Devon Grant. Grant with a rebound. We're tied at 16. Gets the outlet. Now back out to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Cross court, Aaron Whitehead. Inside, Aiden Brown. Put it up, no good. Offensive, or I should say rebound, Omar Siggers of Berea-Midpark. To Levesque. He's into the forecourt. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Siggers in the corner. Baseline three goes up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Aiden Brown of Lorain. Off the miss by Kupak. Gets it to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He's tripped by Kavak. Kavak with the blocking foul. His first, team's third. For Berea-Midpark, Jacob Petrus comes into the ball game, replacing Leon Levesque. Good start for Berea-Midpark. We're tied at 16, 20 seconds to go first quarter. Rob Polinsky here with you on a Saturday night. Baseline three, Whitehead missed it. Rebound out of bounds to Berea-Midpark as Devon Grant knocked it out of bounds. And Berea-Midpark's going to put Levesque back in now offensively, and Dwayne Holland will take a seat. Duke Barther has done a very good job coaching Berea-Midpark and Midpark High School over the years. Brown got a steal, gets it to Devon Grant, left side three, got it. Devon Grant off the steal, his third three, and it's 19-16 Lorraine. Omar Siggers to inbound, does that, stolen away, Whitehead. Whitehead with it, lays it up, missed it at the buzzer. That'll do it after one our score. Lorraine 19, Berea-Midpark 16. We'll be back with the second quarter. You're listening to the WEOL Boys Tournament Cage Matchup on AM or on WEOL.com.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yes, for a nicer day, huh?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gonna get some big ones. Anybody want to wear a life jacket?
Man, I'm good.
No life jacket? That's a deal breaker.
Daddy, you promised.
Daniel Stevens.
Yeah, give me one of those life jackets.
This message brought to you by the National Safe Boating Council and the women who nag you. Love you.
19-16, Lorraine leads after one. As both teams come out onto the floor to begin the second quarter. With it is Devon Grant takes a three off the rim, no good. Rebound, Levesque for Berea-Midpark. Levesque, Kavak, Holland, Siggers, and Finkovich are the five on the floor. Finkovich has it in the corner, dumps it into Kavak. Kavak for Dwayne Holland. Holland guarded by Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Back outside, left wing three is up. It's in and out, missing that. Jordan Kupak, I should say Kupak in for Finkovich. We got a foul on the Berea-Midpark Titans off the rebound, and that is on Jordan Kupak. For Lorain, Jordan Jackson, Deontay Benajan, Tavon Pierre-Louis, Devon Grant, and the Cam Davis are the 5 on the floor for Lorain. Top of the key, Benajan passes inside, stolen away by Levesque. Levesque with the basketball, long outlet for Kavak. Kavak cross court for Siggers, threw it away. And that's what Lorain does. They speed you up and they cause problems. And right there, Berea-Midpark throws it away. 7:11 to go in the half, 19-16. Lorain with the ball in a 3-point lead. Devon Grant, he's got 9 points tonight on 3 threes. Gets it to Cam Davis, right side Benajan. Benajan foul line, Tavon Pierre-Louis, 15-footer, no good off the rim. Rebound is going to be for the Berea-Midpark Titans, but they throw it away to Cam Davis. I don't know what that was. Benajan banks in a 3. Boy, the Titans make you pay, and that's their 6th 3 of the game. They lead 22-16. Levesque into the forecourt. Guarded by Benajan. Whips it inside to Dwayne Holland. Holland trying to get it. Jordan Jackson does so. Put it up off the glass and in. Dwayne Holland with 4, and it's 22-18. The lead is now 4, and Berea-Midpark throws it away. Levesque with the basketball in the backcourt. Levesque ahead to Dwayne Holland. Holland on the drive. Holland lays it up and in. Holland with 6. Berea-Midpark back to within 2 at 22-20. 6:10 to go in the half. Benajan hands it off. He'll get it to Jordan Jackson. Jackson, cross court to Cam Davis. Davis at the foul line. Back outside. 3 ball goes up, and it's in. Deontay Benajan, his 2nd 3 of the quarter. Lorain has made 7 threes already. They are lead 25-20. 21 of the 25 Lorain points are off 3-point field goals. And in the backcourt, Dwayne Holland, an inadvertent elbow to Devon Grant. And the foul will be an offensive foul on Dwayne Holland. Finkovich back in for Berea-Midpark, and he is going to replace Jordan Kupak. Inbound, Tavon Pierre-Louis. Tavon Pierre-Louis at the foul line. Cross court, Jordan Jackson. In the corner to Benajan. Benajan back to Jordan Jackson. Jackson into the lane. Jackson around Kavak. They swing it around. Benajan, another 3. Got another one. 8 threes in the first half. Timeout, Berea-Midpark. Lorain with their biggest lead of the night. 5:31 to go in the first half. Our score, Lorain 28, Berea-Midpark 20. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the boys tournament cage matchup. Tonight's game is streaming live at WEOL.com.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's 1 person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Berea-Midpark to inbound. They trail by 8. And they're going to inbound it to Levesque. Levesque into the forecourt. Levesque puts it up. No good. Rebound. Kavak put it up and in. Alex Kavak gets Berea-Midpark a couple of points. And he has 5, and it's now 28-22. The Titan lead of Lorain is 6 over Berea-Midpark. Both teams nicknamed the Titans. On the right wing, Jordan Jackson, a long 3. That's in and out, no good. Rebound, Dwayne Holland for Berea-Midpark. Hands it off to Omar Siggers. Double team to the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Dwayne Holland. That's what Lorain can do. They trap you off misses. Not many teams can do that. Levesque goes to the basket, laid it up and in. Leon Levesque with 5. It's all part of trying to speed up their opponent. Cam Davis in the corner, double teamed, in trouble. But he found Benajan in the corner. The 3 ball goes up, off the rim, no good. Rebound Kavak for Berea-Midpark. Kavak whips it ahead to Omar Siggers. Siggers into the forecourt. Siggers with the basketball, double teamed, in trouble, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Lorain, and that one will be on Devon Grant. For Devon, his second. Team sixth. And Aiden Brown back in for Lorain. He'll replace Cam Davis. Inbounding Omar Siggers at half court. 28-24. Lorain leads by 4. 4:15 to go in the first half. It's been a good first half so far. The Berea-Midpark Titans have come to play. Not intimidated by Lorain. Lorain throwing some haymakers at him, but so far, Berea-Midpark has answered for the most part. Levesque with the basketball. Levesque into the lane. Levesque over Aiden Brown. Put it up, no good. Rebound, Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Pierre-Lewis for Lorain. Pass ahead to Aiden Brown. Brown in the corner to Benajan. Benajan stops. 15-footer. Rim no good. Rebound, Dwayne Holland for Berea-Midpark. He'll hand it off to Siggers. Siggers across midcourt to Levesque. Back to Siggers in the corner for three. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Benajan got the rebound for Lorain. Pass ahead to Devon Grant, one-on-one. Grant stops, left side three, or off the rim, no good. Rebound Finkovich for Berea-Midpark. The Berea-Midpark Titans down 28-24. Siggers into the forecourt. Siggers guarded by Tavon Pierre-Lewis, and he gets around Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Foul line jumper up, no good. Tap back up, no good. Rebound Tavon Pierre-Lewis. 3:10 to go in the half. Lorain with the basketball. They lead 28-24. Tavon Pierre-Lewis drives in. Left side three. Devon Grant off the back of the rim, no good. And a rebound comes out to Berea-Midpark. Finkovich picks up his dribble. Got it into Kavak. Kavak put it up off the glass and in. Kavak off the bench has 7. Timeout Lorain. Lorain wants a timeout with 2:52 to go in a half. It's a 30, so we're going to keep it here. But a nice run here by Berea-Midpark. They're on a 6-0 run. They've cut the 8-point lead to 2. And I want to remind you that the stats at halftime are going to be brought to you by School Employees Lorain County Credit Union. Also want to remind you that using our audio tonight, Joe Bach and Club TV 20, they do a great job here. As if you're watching this ball game on WLCS TV 20 Spectrum Cable, that's 1025 in the city of Lorain. Pleased that they're using our audio, and thanks to Joe Bach and the entire Club TV 20, which is a bunch of students at Lorain High School, along with Joe Bach, Terry Trout, Bob Schlumbaker. They put that on. And you can check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. Follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20, the YouTube station, Lorain Schools TV 20. Like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook and win great prizes. Be joined at halftime by Gary Pelter. We'll get some of his thoughts on this first half here from Lorain. In the corner, Tavon Pierre, if Gary wants to come on and give us his thoughts, up to him. Tavon Pierre-Lewis, right side. Tavon picks it up, goes cross court for Devon Grant, back out to Aaron Whitehead. Whitehead into the lane, had it knocked away, kicks it back out to Grant. Grant off the glass and rim, no good. Rebound back up, no. Rebound Aiden Brown, back up and in. So the Lorain Titans hit the boards, and they lead 30-26. Pressure in the backcourt. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. Austin Mills is fouled. That'll be the 7th team foul on Lorain. It's on Tavon Pierre-Lewis. That'll be his second. And at the line for a 1-and-1. That is the 7th foul, and they're now in the bonus. It'll be Austin Mills, 0 for 1 tonight, 48% on the year. Mills' first free throw, nope. Missed, and out of there with a rebound, Aiden Brown. Berea-Midpark doesn't put anybody in the lane. They drop back on defense. They're conceding rebounds, and again, at the line, they're only 58% on the year. Aiden Brown puts it up and in. Brown with 4 off the bench. Lorain leads 32-26. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Important for Berea-Midpark to stay in this game to close out quarters. In the corner, Finkovich for 3. Around rim and out, Aiden Brown pokes it out of bounds. It'll be Berea-Midpark basketball. At the end of the first quarter, Lorain and Berea-Midpark were tied in the late stages. Lorain got a couple of steals, and all of a sudden they led by 3, and they had a chance to go up 5, but they missed a layup at the buzzer. But that's what Lorain can do to you in such a quick part of time. You've got to finish out quarters if you're the underdog, if you want to hang around. Omar Siggers with it. His team down by 6. We approach 90 seconds to go first half. Inside to Dwayne Holland. Holland had a block. Tavon Pierre-Louis. Tavon Pierre-Louis with 2 fouls just went up and got a block. Gets it in the corner to Aaron Whitehead. Whitehead spins, kicks it outside. A long 3 for Jackson off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Finkovich, Berea-Midpark. Thought about throwing it. Does not. Dribbled it off his foot because Tavon Pierre-Louis is on him. And there's a turnover because of the pressure from Lorain. And again, they pressure when you come off the bus. I mean, you know you're going to face it. It's relentless. And the difference about Lorain is, well, number one, they've got great length. The other thing is they'll press you off misses. They stay back and pressure. I don't see that very often. Jordan Jackson gets it out to Benajan. Left side, Devon Grant. 1 minute to play in the first half. Tavon Pierre-Louis back out to Benajan. Benajan and the Lorain Titans lead by 6. Right wing, Jordan Jackson. Cross court, Tavon Pierre-Louis. Baseline, he's going to drive, but he traveled. Traveling violation, give the ball back to Berea-Midpark. And substitution, Aaron Whitehead in for Tavon Pierre-Louis. Good move by John Rossitano. Getting Tavon out of there with 2 fouls. He doesn't want him to pick up a 3rd foul at the defensive end here at the end of the half. Berea-Midpark to inbound. They get it to Dwayne Holland. Holland wants to get rid of it, does to Omar Siggers. He's guarded by Devon Grant. Siggers into the forecourt. Siggers to the basket, played it up. No, but he's fouled. 43.1 to go in a half, and Siggers will shoot a couple of free throws. Foul on Jordan Jackson. That's his 2nd. So 2 shots here for Siggers. First one up and in. Now Lou Pierre-Louis will come back in because they want him at the offensive end. Siggers with the 2nd of 2. Puts it up and in. Siggers on the year, 60% from the line. His first 2 points of the game. 32-28, Lorain by 4. 40 seconds to go in the half. Grant, right side, Tavon Pierre-Louis. Back to Grant, top of the key 3. Got it. Devon Grant, his 4th 3 of the first half. He's got 12. And it's 35-28. Outlet for Kavak. Kavak has it. Kavak stops, gets his man up in the air, put it up, no good. Rebound, Jordan Jackson. Jackson across midcourt. Jackson into the forecourt. Jackson on the drive. Jackson put it up, no good. Rebound, Omar Siggers. 12 seconds to go in the half. Siggers in the backcourt being pressured. His pass is going to be ahead to Kavak, and it's intercepted that time. They get it to Devon Grant. Grant beyond half court in between the circles, let it fly, and he missed it. We've played 1 half of basketball. Our score, Lorain 35, Berea-Midpark 28. We'll be back with a halftime show after this timeout. You're listening to the Boys Tournament Cage Mashup. Tonight's game streaming live on WEOL.com.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Tommy and Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Berea-Midpark with the basketball to begin the third quarter. Finkovich will take a three. He'll miss it. He got his own rebound at the foul line. Back up and in. Finkovich with 8 points.
That's a big play right there for Berea-Midpark, getting it first basket and getting it back to within 5.
Grant, Cam Davis, Tavon Pierre-Lewis, Deontay Benejan, Jordan Jackson. Original 5 on the floor for Lorraine to begin the third quarter. Inside, Jordan Jackson laid it up and in. They found that seam in the zone, Gary. It's a 7-point lead.
Yeah, they did that late in the second quarter, play 2 with that 3-2 and made it happen.
Grant got a steal, got it to Cam Davis, put it up, no good. Grant with the offensive rebound, back up, put it up off the rim a couple of times and it went in. Oh my.
Kind of back over his head and flipped it over and got the roll.
Dwayne Holland, Austin Mills, Finkovich, Omar Siggers, and Leon Levescu are the 5 on the floor for Berea-Midpark. Their original starting 5, and we got a trip, and that one is going to go on against the Lorain Titans. And it's on Devon Grant. It'll be his second foul, team's first. 7 minutes to go, third quarter, 39-30. Lorain, their biggest lead of the night at 9. Dwayne Holland on the drive. Holland to the hole. He laid it up and in. Dwayne Holland went in hard. He's got 8. He missed the first half of the season, but since he has come on, this Berea-Midpark team is a different ball club with Dwayne Holland coming in for the second half of the year. Benejan has it, got it out to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Tavon Pierre-Lewis gets a screen from Jordan Jackson. He'll spin at the three-point line, kick it out. Jackson, 3 ball. That's off the rim, no good. Finkovich with the rebound for Berea-Midpark. Finkovich ahead to Omar Siggers. Siggers across the midcourt stripe. Siggers had it knocked away, stolen by Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Tavon, right side, Devon Grant, right wing 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Omar Siggers, and he'll pass ahead to Austin Mills. Mills with the basketball, and we get a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be an offensive foul away from the ball. And that's going to go on Finkovich.
Not exactly sure what that was, Rob.
I don't
Maybe
either.
Stuck a leg out there or something?
You know,
I'm not sure.
Duke Barther chewing on the officials big time. He did a little bit, and he's really upset now with that call. He just chewed on 2 of the 3 refs, and something tells me when the third one run by him the other way, Duke's going to say hello to him as well. Benejan with the basketball. Benejan, top of the key for Devon Grant. Grant looking. Grant in between the circles. Grant left-hand dribble. He gets it to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Tavon Pierre-Lewis, baseline right to Cam Davis. Puts it up off the glass and rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Leon Levescu for Berea-Midpark. Ahead to Finkovich, left side 3 ball, off the rim, high off the rim, no good. Rebound, Jordan Jackson, Lorraine. He'll get it to Devon Grant. Grant avoids the defender. He'll jack a 3 and hit it. Devon Grant with 5 in the quarter, 17 in the game. He's made his 5th 3 of the game. And Gary, he's got 86 threes on the year.
Wow. That's some nice shooting right there.
Mills double teamed in the backcourt, in trouble. Got it to Finkovich. 2-on-1 now that they beat the press. He'll stop and take a three. He'll miss it. But there goes Lorain again, speeding them up. But Finkovich got an offensive rebound to Levesque. Tried to get it to Omar Sigers, cutting in. He dropped it. Cam Davis got the steal. Jordan Jackson, cross court. Benajan measures a three. Off the rim, no. Rebound tipped up. Finkovich went for it, but Cam Davis got it for Lorain. Davis, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that'll go against the Berea-Midpark Titans with 4:47 to go in the third. Lorraine's starting to open it up a little bit. They lead by 10.
Berea-Midpark has had some opportunities, and they just haven't made baskets the last couple of possessions. And Lorraine's come back the other way, and they've been a little shaky on their shooting, but they're getting those offensive boards and giving them second chances, Rob.
Leon Levesque with his second foul, team's second. And they get it to Benajan. Benajan on the three-point line, back to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Tavon Pierre-Lewis whipped it for Aiden Brown, but instead it went to the cheerleading section for Berea-Midpark. Now two of the three officials are going to talk it over. Was it tipped by Berea-Midpark? They say it was. It'll be Lorain basketball, and Duke Barther, that's going to add to him being unhappy.
We're a lot further away than those officials are, but I thought it was tipped by Berea-Midpark as well.
Aiden Brown on the inbound, put it up, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Cam Davis comes out of there with it for Lorain. Cross court, Devon Grant. Grant lobs it for Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Baseline right, Benajan put it up off the back rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Jordan Kupak, who's into the game for Berea-Midpark. Gets it ahead to Omar Sigers, and we're going to get a blocking foul on the Lorain Titans. And that'll go on Cam Davis, his third. Don't forget the Eco Tree Services postgame show when we're done. Duke Barther really chewing on the refs, and not that he's animated by doing it, but at some point, Gary, I just wonder how long they're going to listen to Duke. They get it inside, putting it up and in is Dwayne Howland off the glass. He's got 10. 42-34, Lorraine's lead is 8. Tavon Pierre-Lewis for Cam Davis. Davis will get it back out to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Now to Devon Grant. Grant. Left side. Omar Sigers is there at the top of the zone to Cam Davis. Cross court, Deontay Benajan. Benajan whips it over to Davis. Top of the key three. He'll launch it. He'll miss it. Rebound Leon Levesque, Berea-Midpark. Levesque in the backcourt. He's going to get past Benajan, and Benajan will get called for the foul.
Lorain with pressure all the way up the floor,
Yep.
Rob.
I mentioned on the air in the first half, they're one of the, I don't ever remember seeing a team that can press as much after a miss like Lorain does. Normally you miss it, you just drop back on defense. They can get into a trap off a miss. I don't remember seeing that in high school basketball.
Oh, they're quick, and they get in position really well.
Yep. But that is a rare thing. Levesque has it. Levesque gets it ahead to Omar Sigers. Sigers in between the circles. Sigers is at the volleyball line. He's going to hand it off to Levesque. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Lorain leads by 8. They get it inside to Dwayne Howland. Howland working on Aiden Brown. Now right back out to Levesque. Man-to-man defense for Lorain. Levesque guarded by Devon Grant. Levesque, left side, Kupak for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Here comes Lorain. Tavon Pierre-Lewis into the forecourt. Left side, got it, Devon Grant. Left side 3 in front of the Lorain bench. He nailed it. So Grant with a 3, and we've got a timeout for Lorain. It's a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well. 2:55 to go in the third. Lorain leads by 11. Tonight's game, we're streaming live. Gary Pelder online.
On WEOL.com.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Lorain leads 45-34. Gary Pelder, one of the big differences, Lorain behind the arc has outscored Berea-Midpark 33-6. They've made 11 threes to just 2 for Berea-Midpark.
That's a big difference in this ball game. You got to figure that's 11 points just by making 3-pointers instead of 2-point baskets, field goals. Makes a big difference in the scoreboard. And Berea-Midpark's coming down the floor, and they're getting a shot or two, but they're not making them count on their possessions, Rob.
Levesque with it, guarded by Grant. Levesque working on Grant. Levesque foul line jumper over Grant. No good. Rebound. It was cleared by Grant. Got it to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Reverse layup. Nobody's fouled. How in the world did Devon Grant get that pass off to Tavon Pierre-Lewis? I don't know.
But once again, Berea-Midpark had a possession. They had a shot. Didn't make it. Lorraine kicks it back down the other end. Didn't get the basket, but now they've got an opportunity for 2 at the free throw line.
Tavon puts it up and in. Tavon with 5. He averages 18 a game. Benajan back in for Aiden Brown for Lorraine. Titans by 12. Lorraine Titans. Second free throw is also good. 47-34. Lorraine with their biggest lead of the night. It's 13. On the inbound. Kupak in the backcourt. Guarded by Benajan. Cross-court pass to somehow Levesque saved it. Double team. Got it ahead to Holland. His pass is going to be intercepted at the back end by Jordan Jackson. Grant with a lob for Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Missed it. The return is up and in by Jordan Jackson as they play above the rim. Timeout, Berea-Midpark. So Berea-Midpark takes the timeout. They trail by 15, and Gary will keep it here. And now the high-flying act for Lorraine is starting to take shape.
Yeah, and that's Isaiah could go kind of one of 2 ways, and it's gone the Lorraine Titans way. They've had the opportunity to take advantage of those possessions, and the Berea-Midpark on the other side, they've had some shots, they've had some chances, but they weren't making their baskets. And Lorraine on the other side pushes it down the floor and has got the ball to roll their way, Rob.
Want to remind you that Lorraine City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20, Spectrum Cable. Check out Lorraine Schools TV 20 on Facebook for all your entertainment and informational needs. Follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. The YouTube station, Lorraine Schools TV 20. Like Lorraine Schools TV 20 on Facebook. Win some great prizes. Joe Bach and Club TV 20 with the video tonight using our audio. We appreciate it very much. On the inbound, Levesque got it, put it up off the rim. Nobody's fouled. He'll shoot a couple of free throws. The foul on Benajan. So Leon Levesque shooting 2. He's got 5 points tonight.
A lot of Titans with 2 fouls, but nobody in any serious trouble at the moment.
Leon Levesque for the Berea-Midpark Titans at the line. Makes it 49-35. Second one up. That one's around the rim and it went in. Levesque with 2. He's got in the 2 free throws there. He's got 7 in the game. 49-36 Lorraine. Down to 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Whitehead, right side 3 from Tavon Pierre-Lewis. No good. Offensive rebound, Devon Grant. Grant with the basketball, backs it out. Lob to Jordan Jackson inside. Goes for the slam and didn't get it. Hung on the rim. And what's the call? Technical foul on Jordan Jackson for hanging on the rim.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure what they were going to call there. That's a play you don't see every day, especially in high school basketball, Rob.
Right. Again, the technical foul is also a personal foul. That was a change they made to the rules a few years back. So that's the 3rd foul on Jordan Jackson. We're going to get a couple of free throws for Josh Finkovich. He stands at the lane by himself. Missed that one.
I thought for a second they could have possibly been offensive goaltending as well.
I was thinking that myself. Second free throw, Finkovich made 1 out of 2. 71% on the year for Finkovich. He's got 9 points, and he is by far the best free throw shooter on the team for Berea-Midpark, and obviously that's why he was the one shooting the technical free throws. Coming out of the ball game is Jordan Jackson after that. Aiden Brown will replace him. 49-37, Lorraine leads by 12, under 2 minutes to go in the third. The winner goes to the district semis Wednesday at EC against either Avon or Elyria. We hope to have an update on that, a final before we're done. Levesque with the basketball. Levesque into the lane, put it up, no good. Rebound, Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Long outlet for Benajan. One hops to Benajan, lays it up and in. Deontay Benajan with 11 is Beautiful assist from Tavon Pierre-Louis. Finkovich with the basketball. He's guarded by Tavon Pierre-Louis. That's a mismatch. Finkovich got around him, got it into Kavak, put it up, no, but he's fouled. How about Finkovich behind the back, and somehow he got around Tavon Pierre-Louis and Duke Barther. Another conversation with the refs with 1:16 to go. 1:16 to go in the third. Sorry about that.
Wonder what he's talking about down there. He got the foul, and he got his man at the free throw line.
I don't think it's that call right there that he's talking about.
I don't think so either, but.
Yes, I hear you. Kavak misses the first of two. Kavak had 7 in the first half, has not scored in the second half. The sophomore off the bench, 6'6". Line drives that one up and in. He's got 8. And it's 51-38. Lorraine's lead is 13.
Kavak's been impressive in spurts this evening.
Agreed. And that young man's a sophomore, Gary. He'll be back for 2 years. Top of the circle, Benajan. Gets it over to Devon Grant. Grant dribbling on the left side. Grant still dribbling. Picks up his dribble. Cross court to Tavon Pierre-Louis. Tavon Pierre-Louis with the basketball. Cross court, left side, 3-ball, Benajan. No good. Rebound comes down to Dwayne Holland. Holland is going to be fouled by Tavon Pierre-Louis.
And once again, there's that pressure of Lorain, but this time they get the foul called on him.
And they're already in the 1-1, Gary, and we are not out of the third quarter, where Berea-Midpark has only committed 3 fouls. So that goes to your point earlier. What was Coach Barther complaining about? His team's already in the bonus. Front end of the 1-1. It's up and in. Dwayne Holland, 11 in the game, 5 in this quarter. 51-39. Lorraine's lead is 12.
And Lorraine seemingly in control here in the third quarter, but with the free throw situation, it might allow Berea-Midpark to get a little bit closer.
Yep, second free throw no good. The good news for Berea-Midpark, they're in the bonus. The bad news, they only shoot 58% on the year as a team. Tavon Pierre-Louis with a bounce pass, Aiden Brown. Brown scores. Beautiful assist from Tavon. Brown off the bench with 6. 22 seconds to go in the third. Lorain by 14. Levesque gets it ahead to Dwayne Holland. Holland bounce pass Kavak. Right back to Holland. Put it up and in. Beautifully done. Holland with 13. At the other end, Benajan drives in. Put it up. No good. Kavak with it. Kavak with 5 seconds. Ahead to Finkovich. Finkovich will get the shot off at the buzzer. No good. Our score after 3, it is Lorain 53, Berea-Midpark 41. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're listening to the WEOL Boys Tournament Cage Matchup. Tonight we're streaming live online, Gary.
On WEOL.com.
For too many parents, a baby's first steps aren't just a milestone. They're a miracle. A miracle made possible by volunteers like you, who walk and raise money in March for Babies. Sign up today to take the steps that help make milestones and even miracles possible. Who will you march for?
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Start of the fourth quarter, the Lorain Titans up 53-41. Tavon Pierre-Louis puts up a 3, missed it, no good. Kavak with a rebound for Berea-Midpark. So we're quickly back to action. Thanks to Brad Hamilton doing a great job tonight back at studio control. Appreciate Gary Pelter coming up and lending a hand here tonight as well. Holland saves it from going out of bounds, but he threw it away. With the basketball, Devon Grant. Grant on the drive. Grant puts it up, nobody's fouled. To start the fourth quarter, Devon Grant, Tavon Pierre-Louis, Jordan Jackson, Deontay Benajan, and Cam Davis, the original 5 on the floor for Lorain to begin the fourth quarter. Berea-Midpark will counter with Finkovich, Siggers, Levesque, Holland, and Kavak for their 5 original starters around the floor. to begin the fourth quarter.
Rob, Lorain was up by 7 at halftime. They're up by 12 after 3, and they made it look easy sometimes during that third quarter of play.
They outscored Berea-Midpark 18-13. You're going to say that foul was on the floor before the shot, or I guess. So it's not a 1-and-1. It'll be just a fourth team foul on Berea-Midpark. Not a two-shot foul, I should have said. Inbound, they get it in. Benajan put it up. It's partially blocked. Jordan Jackson got it. Jackson for Lorain. Around Kavak. Put it up. Missed it. The fight for the rebound, and it's going to come out to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. He fakes the three, and he's going to pull it out. Lorain leads by a dozen with 7:15 to go. In the corner, Cam Davis. Davis with it back to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Fakes the three. Drives in. Kicks it outside. Now back out to Cam Davis. Davis gets around Kavak. Kavak to Jordan Jackson. Jackson at the foul line. Jackson on the drive. Jackson laid it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Levesque of Berea-Midpark. This pass to Omar Sigers. Gets it ahead to Finkovich. Finkovich to Dwayne Holland into Kavak. Kavak laid it in. Kavak with 10. Lorraine's lead is 10. 6:40 to go in the ball game. Tavon Pierre-Lewis on the drive. Put it up. No, but he's fouled. You know, Berea-Midpark has been in the zone the whole game. Lorain led by 12. I'm just wondering, if you want to get Berea-Midpark a man-to-man, all you got to do is stand at half court, hang on to the ball, or dribble. At some point, they're going to have to come out and get you. They're down 10 points. But Lorain likes to attack, put on a show for the crowd. Tavon Pierre-Lewis missed the free throw. But to me, it's that simple. You got the 10-point lead. You can get Berea-Midpark out of their zone if you want to. I'm sure there's a reason they're in the zone. They don't want to match up man-to-man with Lorain.
Yeah, I think they feel that they've got some players, but not at every position.
Correct.
And they want to hide those weaknesses with that zone.
Tavon Pierre-Lewis makes 1 out of 2, 54-43. Lorraine's lead is 11. Into the forecourt comes Levesque, right elbow. He'll put the jumper up. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Kavak. Kavak puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Into the forecourt. Tavon Pierre-Lewis on the three-point line. Kicks it outside. Now he got it back. He'll jack a three. He'll make it. Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. Tavon Pierre-Lewis, his 13th three of the year. He's got 10 points, and it's 57-43 Lorain with 6 minutes to play. Finkovich with the basketball. Had a tap from behind by Grant. Grant got the steal. Ahead to Cam Davis. Davis in the corner with the basketball. Got around Finkovich. Laid it up. No. Offensive charge, Cam Davis.
Cam Davis was bound and determined to take that one to the basket.
And Finkovich waited, and Cam Davis ran him over. That's a situation, too. If you're Cam, you can just stop and throw up a 4-footer. You don't have to go all the way to the basket. Kupak comes back in for Berea-Midpark. Kavak will come out. 5:52 to go. Berea-Midpark down 57-43. Omar Sigers gets it around Cam Davis. Sigers into the forecourt. Sigers waiting for his teammate. Got it to Finkovich. Left side three ball. Short. Rebound, Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Baseball pass ahead to Benajan. Benajan will put it up and in off the glass. Benajan with 13. Timeout, Berea-Midpark. 5.5 minutes to play. Lorain with their biggest lead at 16. 59-43. And you're listening to the WEOL Boys Tournament Cage Matchup. Tonight's game, we're streaming live, Gary Pelder.
On WEOL.com.
Hey, we missed you at the game last week. Is everything all right?
I just haven't been feeling like me lately.
You know I'm here for you, right?
That's a cut. Beautiful. Acting is one thing. Talking about suicide in real life is another.
In the military, you take challenges head on.
And now it's your turn to do the same for our veterans.
Be there.
Learn how you can start the conversation at BeThereForVeterans.com.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
59-43, Lorain with the lead over Berea-Midpark as they have 5.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Berea-Midpark has 2 timeouts remaining. Lorain has 3. And this is the biggest lead for Lorain as they begin to stretch it out a little bit. They led by 3 after 1. They led by 7 at half. They led by 12 after 3. And they've just kind of slowly but surely pulled away a little bit from a pesky Berea-Midpark team. Beautiful pass inside from Kupak. He got it to Omar Siggers. Siggers laid it in. He's got 4. 59-45. Tavon Pierre-Lewis goes right baseline to Jordan Jackson. Jackson in the corner. Cam Davis for 3. Got it. Cam Davis hits his first points of the night. 13 threes for Lorain, if my quick math is correct. Man,
that's what my count is according to your totals from before.
39 points on 13 threes. There's Kupak putting up a 3 for Berea-Midpark. He missed it. Devon Grant gets it ahead to Jordan Jackson. Jackson back for Grant. Siggers went for the steal, didn't get it. Grant drives in, lays it up. Yes, and a foul. How about the old-fashioned three-point play? They've got a chance to get one right there. Devon Grant with 22 will look for 23 at the line.
When they get this free throw at the line, it's going to give them a 20-point lead. The Lorain Titans right now with a 19-point lead.
You know, it doesn't seem like that when you've been watching this game, but they just kind of slowly but surely pull away. And you look up, and Devon Grant makes that, and it is a 20-point lead. You're right, Gary. 4:29 to go. So I think we can say that the Lorain Titans are going to advance to play in the Division I District Semis at EC on Wednesday night at 7. WEOL will have it for you. Dwayne Holland with the basketball. Holland back outside to Finkovich. Finkovich a long 3. That's an air ball. Rebound Cam Davis, Lorain. Davis into the forecourt. Davis on the dribble. Davis at the foul line. Got it out to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Wraparound pass inside. Jordan Jackson laid it in. And Berea-Midpark running out of gas as Lorain leads 67-45. But tell you what, they did themselves proud for a good 2.5 quarters. Finkovich gets it out to Omar Siggers at half court. Omar Siggers with the basketball. Siggers gets it to Finkovich. Finkovich bounce pass to Siggers inside. Dwayne Holland back out. Kupak right side 3 off the rim. No. Tried to get his own rebound, but he tapped it to Jordan Jackson. Titans with it. Jackson into the forecourt. Jackson left side. Cam Davis back out. A 3-ball. Benajan got it. Wow. Deontay Benajan with the explanation point. And it's 70-45. Lorain by 25. And this final score is not going to be an indicative of how well Berea-Midpark played, Gary.
Yeah, you're right. They the Lorain Titans right now, they're just pushing it out here in the fourth quarter. And I'm looking at this score sheet here and trying to do the math, but Lorain has outscored Berea-Midpark here by a lot in this third quarter, or in this fourth quarter.
We'll get that to you in just a second. They've outscored them 17-4.
Yeah.
With the basketball, Levesque. Levesque puts it up, no good. Rebound, Dwayne Holland. Holland had it inside. We're going to whistle and a foul. I'm not good at much, Gary, but for some reason I can do pretty fast math. I don't know why, but.
You were quick with that. I don't have my usual stat sheet. I've got a little scratch
I know.
pad
Well, you didn't
here.
know you were working, so you're a little off your game. We pressed you into action. I appreciate it.
I just came up here to see you, Rob.
I thought you came here to see Big Ed. Free throw is up,
too.
no good.
And Joe Bach.
You've done all those things. 3-pointer by Devon Grant puts it up, no good. Rebound to Dwayne Holland. Something tells me you would have ran into Ed later tonight somewhere. Into the forecourt. Kupak has it. Kupak at the foul line. He'll throw it for Siggers, went over his head, and it's taken in by Benajan. Benajan on the drive. Kicks it outside. Devon Grant, fadeaway 3, air ball. And Berea-Midpark with the basketball. Both teams trying to bring in subs at the next stoppage. Finkovich with it. Finkovich lays it up. No good. Rebound, Cam Davis. Davis will walk it across midcourt. 2:05 to go. Davis, left elbow, outside Tavon Pierre-Lewis. To Deontay Benajan. Wide open 3. That one's short. Rebound Dwayne Holland. I think both teams tired legs. That's why you missed some of these shots. Levesque will drive, and he'll lay it up. Missed it. Rebound Devon Grant. Ahead to Tavon Pierre-Lewis. Under 2 to play. in the corner. 3 ball goes up. Jordan Jackson missed it. And loose on the floor. They fight for the rebound. Tavon Pierre-Lewis is going to get called for traveling. He got knocked down by Dwayne Holland, and they call traveling on Tavon Pierre-Lewis, and he never even had possession of the ball. It doesn't matter with 1:38 to go in a 25-point game, but not a good call.
Yeah, and you can probably hear it from the Lorain faithful here. They're not excited about that particular call, but
Petrus is in for Berea-Midpark.
With Lorain with a 25-point lead, it's
moot point. Aaron Whitehead's going to come in for Deontay Benajan. What a nice game for Benajan tonight. He had 16 points, Gary, 4 3-point field goals. We'll get into more of the numbers during the EcoTree Services postgame show, but an impressive night for Benajan. Mills to inbound, gets it into Petrus. Petrus in the backcourt, picks up his dribble. Pass gets ahead to Finkovich. Finkovich in the corner. 3 ball goes up. Kupak got it. Jordan Kupak into the score sheet. It's 70-48. Minute 25 to go in the ball game.
And that's the first 3 that Berea-Midpark has made it in quite a long time.
Since the first quarter.
Yeah.
Cam Davis with it. Cam Davis, 15-foot jumper, good. Cam Davis with 5, all of them in the fourth quarter. 1:10 to go. Finkovich with it. We get a whistle and a timeout for Berea-Midpark. He just wants to substitute, so they're not going to take a break. But coming into the game for Lorraine, Luis Suarez. Coming into the game for Berea-Midpark, Ryan Cunningham. Cunningham is a senior. He's going to come out onto the floor for the final 1:06 for Berea-Midpark, as the Berea-Midpark Titans are going to drop on the year to 14-10. They'll end up having won 9 of their last 12 games. Lorraine improves to 22-1 as we are under a minute to play. Cunningham playing in the final minute of his varsity career at Berea-Midpark. They get it inside, and putting that up and in is Shadero Clark. He's another senior that checks in for the final minute of play in his career. So Shadero Clark gets a basket. 40 seconds to play. Lorraine up 72-50. Whitehead with the basketball. Whitehead out to Luis Suarez, a senior for Lorraine. He'll get to play next week against Lorraine or Adelaide Catholic in the district. Then Suarez gets called for traveling. More substitutions coming in for Berea-Midpark. Dominic Loychik and also Cameron Siggers. Lorraine is going to bring in Javon Manning into the ball game, as well as Sam Clark. Berea-Midpark getting in Bo Bocci into the ball game.
And this is Lorraine's last game on their home floor this year.
It is. Bocci to inbound. Looking, he's going to get the ball inbounded to Devin Johnson, who just checks in. He's a freshman. Johnson got around Sam Clark, gets a pass to Kavak. Kavak put it up, around the rim, no good. Rebound tapped out to Devin Johnson. 20 seconds to go. Johnson in the corner. Suarez went for the steal, didn't get it. Johnson lost control. Aaron Whitehead had it, lost it on the floor, picked up by the Lorraine Titans. Sam Clark, he'll push ahead to Suarez. Suarez with 8 seconds to go in the ball game. Step back 3, got it! Luis Suarez, the senior, with a final shot of his career at Lorraine, and it's a good one. How about that? Luis Suarez puts in a 3 at the buzzer, and Lorraine wins it by a score of 75-50. And we'll be back with the EcoTree Services postgame show after this timeout. You've been listening to the WEOL Boys Tournament Cage Matchup. Tonight's game exclusively online, Gary.
On WEOL.com.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
And welcome back to the postgame show, brought to you by EcoTree Services, roots dating back to 1964. EcoTree is owned by second-generation family arborists. Make them your complete care company. as Lorain wins it 75-50. They advance to the Division I district semi. We're hoping to get you a final with Avon and Elyria. Last I knew, Avon was up 38-22 at halftime, but haven't heard anything since then. And trying to add up my numbers, and while we do that, I'm just going to send it to Gary. Gary, want to get some of your thoughts on this one. Berea-Midpark with a good start to the ball game, but it was a heck of a job by Lorraine. They just never, and they always seem to do this, they never get nervous, lose their composure, or anything like that. They just kind of methodically pushed that lead out and took over in the second half.
I think maybe, quite possibly, it might have been that Berea-Midpark had already gotten one game in the tournament, and they got the juices flowing a little bit there early, and took Lorraine maybe a little bit to get into it. But nonetheless, Lorraine, once they finally did get into it defensively, they were solid throughout the course of the ball game. And Berea-Midpark in that second half of play, they never really got into any kind of an offensive flow this evening. And Lorraine, on the other side of that coin, they played solid defense, and they took the transition baskets, and it's seemingly sometimes it looked easy for Lorraine, Rob.
I agree with you, Gary. They did make it look easy. They're just that type of a basketball team that they can do that. The stats for this tournament basketball game are brought to you by school employees, Lorain County Credit Union, your credit union. If you live, work, worship, or go to school in Lorain County, you can be part of school employees, Lorain County Credit Union. Individually, for the Lorain Titans, Jordan Jackson had 12 points, 6 in the first half, 6 in the second half. 4 of the 5 starters for Lorain were in double figures. Tavon Pierre-Lewis had 10. Devon Grant had a game-high 23, and he made 6 3-point field goals. Deontay Benejan had a solid game. He had 16, including 4 3-point field goals. Cam Davis with 5 points all in the fourth quarter. 66 points for the Lorain Titans starting 5. Off the bench, Luis Suarez with 3. Aiden Brown had 6. 9 off the bench. 66 for the starters gave Lorain a total of 75, and several more Lorain Titans got into the ball game late. For the Berea-Midpark Titans, it was Omar Siggers with 4 points. Austin Mills had 2. Dwayne Holland led the Berea-Midpark Titans with 13. Leon Levesque had 7. Josh Finkovich with 9. 35 points from the starting 5 of Berea-Midpark. So the Lorain Titans starters outscored Berea-Midpark by 31, 66-35. Off the bench, Jordan Kupak with 3. Shadero Clark with 2. Alex Kavak, a solid game off the bench, 6'6" sophomore, 7 in the first half, 3 in the second half. He had 10. 15 off the bench, 35 for the starters, gave Berea-Midpark their total of 50. Scoring by quarters, Lorain led after one, 19-16. They outscored Berea-Midpark 16-12 to go up 35-28 at half. They outscored Berea-Midpark 18-13 to go up 53-41 after 3. They outscored Berea-Midpark by a score of 22-9 in that fourth quarter, and that lengthened that lead, that final score, to 75-50 for Lorain. They now will advance. They're going to play in the Division I district semifinals against either Avon or Elyria. That ball game will be 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. And Gary Pelter, say hi to your friend Joe Bach there. And, being the big Lorain guy you are, this is, you're getting some FaceTime on TV 20 here. This is big stuff for you.
I don't know if the city of Lorain or the interweb needs any
Avon
Gary
winner,
Pelter FaceTime. But
47.
And Brad Hamilton, great job letting us know that the Avon Eagles will be the opponent for the Lorain Titans. Avon defeats Elyria 75-47, so we now know it'll be a rematch from a game earlier this month, or I should say earlier in February. It'll be Lorain versus Avon in the district semis Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Elyria Catholic High School, and all Lorain County district semifinal.
And Lorain had gotten a little bit of a tough ball game. That was one of their tougher games this year, was from Avon earlier in the year. But like you said, we're only just barely into March, but yes, it was in February, and Avon gave them a little bit of a game. One thing that we talked about wrapping up the parts of this game was Lorain got some easy baskets, but they got 15 3-pointers this evening. Their long-distance game was definitely on tonight, and early on, that helped push that lead out a little bit more, and then at the end, it was just all Lorain in that final quarter. Right?
Well, they take their first step to trying to get back to Columbus. They win the sectional championship. They'll be in the districts on Wednesday. It'll be interesting to see what the Titans do. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. And,
I think that'll be a good game. I think
right.
A lot of people will have their eyes on that one.
All right, so it'll be district basketball up next for the Lorain Titans. Want to thank Joe Bach and the Club TV 20 crew for all of their help tonight and working with them again throughout the year. And want to thank back at Studio Control, Brad Hamilton. Gary, thanks for coming up and surprising me and helping out. Appreciate it.
It was a pleasure to be here, Rob. Great night, great ball game, and we got a lot of tournament action coming up.
We do have that, no doubt about it. So that's going to do it for tonight's coverage with Lorain winning by a score of 75-50. Tonight's game brought to you by Dr. Karen Kramer, by School Employees Lorain County Credit Union, by the Chronicle Telegram, by Lorain County Public Health, by Ted Kalo, and by Eco-Tree Services. One more time, the final. It was Lorain 75, Berea-Midpark 50. This is Rob Polinsky saying, have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.